1007. You want to join us? Or 800-348-1007. 35192. Want to send me a text? If you listen, not live, if you listen to the podcast or any other time at iHeartRadio, on the app, you can call the After Hours line. You can use it anytime you like. 216-986-8903. AlanCoxShow.com. This is the week, by the way, if you want to use the keyword Polar Blast. All of our teams are set. This Friday night, we are back at Boston Mills Brandywine for the 10th annual Alan Cox Show Polar Blast Battle, and you can register or vote for which team you think will win. Do you think my team, Coxicles, will win? Do you think Bill's Click Click 2 will win? Do you think Mary's Snow Babies will win? Or do you think Poundcake's Barely White will win? Figure it out. And then whoever, we're going to pick a correct person at random, and they'll get all the prizes that the winning team gets. Stuff from MMS and Bud Light and Charles Scott and Monster, and there's a whole lot of prizes. So 3 of the 4 of us will lose, and then we'll have to figure out what the when we do our punishments. Have we figured Poundcakes out yet? Did we confirm?
No. I think I'm doing the ghost pepper, right?
I think the ghost pepper is the best idea.
Because I asked, I put the question box up on my Instagram, and people are just as creative as I am, meaning not creative at all. I mean, they had a lot of the same ones, a lot of perverted ones, and
a lot of ones that are just not practical.
Yeah,
and there's no payoff on them.
Yeah, it's not interesting. It wouldn't correlate well on air. So I mean, at least the ghost pepper, I'll eat it.
We'll get great audio and video out of that.
And tears and
yeah, that's called great video.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I liked one of the people that answered your question said, eat something hot like toe of satin.
What the heck is that?
I assume they mean Satan. Don't know how to spell it.
I was like, is that like a brand or something?
Sounds expensive.
I know, a toe of satin.
Ooh, fancy pants over here.
Some like foot fetish website is what that is. The toe of satin.
Speaking of which,
I love Satan graffiti of people who don't know how to spell. They're like satin rules, like Santa rules. Yeah,
Santa rules.
It's always more of a tool man myself.
Hail
but okay.
Santa.
But it just goes to show you how hard it is to come up with something like these punishments.
And how hard it is to spell, evidently.
Well, yeah, but it just goes to show you how hard it is to come up with like a good punishment every year. Like it's difficult, and we struggle every year to find a good punishment.
Hail Satan!
Hail Satan!
I had someone hit me up about them starting a foot fetish Instagram, and they're like, "Hey, could you share this for me?" And I haven't yet, but I wanted to see what you guys thought of it. Like giving them a little bump.
I'm curious. A foot fetish Instagram feed?
Yeah.
That they have already started?
Yeah, they've started, and then they'll make videos on like a Patreon or OnlyFans or whatever and sell those videos. So
is this one of our customers who's doing this?
There's a customer that hit me up and asked me if I could give them the Bill Squire bump. And I was like, well...
Are you gonna?
I don't... that's what I want. Should I?
I'm weird about that.
Well, how do you do that? You
I mean, I would just share it on my Instagram like I do.
Yeah, right.
But then you're going to start to attract weird feet people.
He already probably attracts weird feet people.
No, they're probably already there. This is to let the weird feet people know that she's out there.
I'm saying it's going to, then they're going to start coming to you. If you start promoting this foot thing, then you're going to start getting in DMs about feet.
I'm going to do it one time.
Oh, one time, sure.
Yeah.
But if you were like, oh, yeah, I'll do it every...
It's just one thing that I'm like, hey, she's trying to get it out there. I'll throw it on my story once. Be like, hey, if you're into feet, here's a lady.
That's up to you.
And why is the foot thing weird, Mary?
It's not. I know I shouldn't kink shame.
I think
I'm
on
sorry.
the list of kinks, feet
are
is
pretty,
probably
pretty normal, right?
Well, I'm not saying it's normal. I think it's
definitely
still
damaged.
It's still unusual. I'm just saying that on the list of kinks, I don't know that feet are far from the weirdest thing on there.
Right. You're right. I shouldn't kink shame. I apologize, anybody who's into feet.
No, it's okay. I was asking you why you thought it was weird.
Because I don't know if it's necessarily like being into feet is weird. It's the people who are like, let me see your feet. Like those, that's a weird thing to say to a stranger. You know what I mean?
Let me see your feet.
But yeah, can you please send me pictures of your feet? It's like, no.
From my experience, like
as far as the list of like non-sexual body parts, I mean, if they want to sexualize your feet,
yeah.
So what? It's not like send me a boob pic. You know, things that are traditionally more sexual in nature.
But that would be normal, though. Like, I see a boob guy, he looks normal. I see a butt guy, he looks normal. I see a foot guy, ugh. Like they
Everybody
always-
looks normal.
No, not a foot guy. If he explicitly
Not
likes
all
feet,
guy. I have a friend who's a foot guy, and he's a normal dude.
they usually look exactly how you expect them to. They usually do. Like, I could tell you like feet.
All right, I'm gonna share this foot. To say, guys, if you're into feet, here's a lady for you.
There you go. Help your friend out.
I mean, this is a customer.
Help your customer
yeah.
out.
Yeah, okay. By the way, the Alan Cox Show Instagram hotties are up. We're integrating some local talent into
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
We've got J-Lo and Shakira in there as well.
I had to put them in there. They're
You watched the halftime show, right? You had to.
No.
Are you
didn't.
serious, Alan?
I clicked in it.
good. That was
I
very
did.
good.
I did like Burt Kreischer calling her the J-Lo. I thought that was funny. But and then Shakira, of course, went viral for the little thing she did. But give it up for them, boy.
They killed it, dude.
She's 50. Shakira's 43. And that's the other thing too. It's
Hot
like
moms.
you look back at
Yeah.
like what Maroon 5 and people were like yawn. You've had J-Lo and Shakira on a shelf for years.
Yep.
Why did it take you this long to put these two together?
They murdered.
It was all about timing too, because J-Lo had a big year. Last year, I don't think she was quite as relevant, but with the movie
the
Hustlers
Hustlers,
coming
yeah.
out, she was in like her engagement, like she was at the forefront of everybody's mind. And like, well, let's get Shakira too, because J-Lo's only got 2 songs. So
Listen, I loved all the headlines. Super Bowl ass time show.
yeah,
It was
No,
great.
they did
It was really
so
enjoyable.
good. And I knew that was like when
sassy.
I said that at the party last night. I was like, Shakira's music videos were what I would watch to teach myself how to dance when I was like 10, 11, 12 years old. I would watch like
I don't think-
wherever.
Yes, but
And I'd,
I don't
like, try
think-
to do like the hip thing in the mirror. I'm telling you.
I don't think Shakira is the prime example of how to teach yourself how to dance, because the moves that Shakira does looks good for Shakira.
Yeah.
If anybody else was dancing like Shakira in the club, I'm like, move away. Like,
Right.
Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. Did you maybe focus on Shakira at that time because you weren't sure how trustworthy your hips were?
Maybe. I wasn't sure if my hips lied. I was too little.
They were deceitful.
Like the right hip kind of has a tendency to tell a fib. Left hip pretty loyal.
Huh. All right.
My one gripe with this whole performance
That's what righty
was
tighty lefty loosey refers to. Their lips.
they didn't play the songs long enough. Like it was like boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, but they
That's
always
how it
blow
always
through
goes.
them.
Yeah.
But
And-
not all of them. Like they were like maybe a minute each. Like I would have loved for her to do She Wolf a little longer.
Was
and
there a-
Hips Don't
Open
Lie a little
with-
longer.
Was there a big surprise guest in this thing?
No, I thought
was,
that Cardi B was going to come out because they
because they
played
White
I
Bunny
Like It
or what
Like
is it?
That.
Yeah, but that wasn't her. That was Cardi B sampled that song. It was a Latin song, and she took it and made it.
Oh, okay.
So,
But they didn't have like the Coldplay guy come out?
No.
nothing
No, I
like
thought
that.
they were
Throw a
gonna.
panel on the floor?
They
Everyone's
had like rappers
Beyonce's
that
gonna
nobody
come
knew.
out.
No, I thought
That's-
they were gonna have Pitbull because she does the song with Pitbull, and then Shakira. I thought she was gonna have Wyclef for Hips Don't Lie, but they
Yeah.
just blew through all the songs really quick, so there was no time for any of that.
Fireball.
All right.
And then
Thank
they-
you, Shakira.
It's actually a teachable moment, that sound, Alan. It's not her just being a silly goose making a funny noise.
Oh, yeah, because
Yeah.
she's part Lebanese.
Yes.
Yeah.
I didn't know that until I saw it on Twitter, to be honest.
Well,
with you.
and that's what I love too. Is people are like, that's a thing. It's like, yeah, but if anybody not Lebanese was doing it, you'd be called a racist for that's when
Yeah.
it used to be the joke. People were like, la, 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 right after 9/11, when people were whipping out
Yeah.
all the stereotypes. So whatever, good. So you learned a little something.
Their whole performance was like that, though. It had awesome. I loved it. I really
cannot
loved
The
it.
believe-
best part of the whole performance, though, is all the people that are mad today.
Oh,
that
yeah.
are like, that's not how I want my daughter to see women.
Oh,
Her
so
daughter was right there.
Are you kidding me?
They're degrading
And strong.
themselves.
No, they weren't degraded. I know those people make me crazy because I'm like, they're strong, amazing women who are 50 and moving like that. Like
And
that's exactly
millionaires.
what you want your daughter to
I
see.
just find it funny that these are the same people that were like, oh, well, everyone, it's locker room talk. Like the president talked about grabbing someone by the pee, no big deal. But a woman dances on a pole.
But they have, but no matter who dances like this at the Super Bowl, somebody always complains.
No, of course,
I
yeah.
said as soon as it
Mugs
happened.
full of Republican
I'm
tears.
still incredibly upset over Adam Levine's performance where he took off his shirt and then lied to us about how many members are in his band.
Lied to us.
Yeah, there's 7.
Why is it called Maroon 5?
That's what
then?
I'm trying to get to the bottom of,
I
Alan.
mean, the Ben Folds 5. There aren't 5 guys in that band, but Ben Folds is such a he's such a prankster that
cheeky
like I
move,
know
yeah.
going in. He's such a cheeky monkey. You Ben Folds. Oh boy. But listen, if you're going to call your band Maroon 5 and then you present 7 people to me,
Update your name.
I mean, I don't expect you to do that,
Maybe
but
only 5 of them wear maroon.
none of them wear maroon.
You don't know.
Yeah, he's got his shirt off.
They got panties.
I mean,
2 of
nipples
them
are kind of maroon, but that's about all.
they wear the same Maroon 5 underoos.
Underoos.
And
I think Adam
that's what
Levine
it
is
is.
kind of a maroon. He doesn't strike me as a super bright guy, but whatever.
Think about
But he had his shirt off last year, and nobody complained.
plenty of people complained.
I
Did
not.
they?
I did
Yeah.
not.
I think they were complaining about the music, not him having a shirt off.
But also, he didn't look that hot with his shirt off. I was
Yes, he
expecting
does.
a lot.
I
Come
would
on.
kill to look like
he
Adam
was
Levine.
he was really kind of skinny.
I would
He's skinny
murder
fit.
someone.
He's a
Skinny
rock
fit.
star.
Okay.
Who did I just explain this to? I
Did
was
you
saying-
call him skinny fit?
That's what I called him. That.
That's right. That's redundant.
Well, no,
Skinny
just
fit.
because
because
you're
you
skinny
can
does not
be
mean you're fit.
skinny and look gross.
Right. If you watch the...
Let's be real. Nobody's trying to look chubby fit.
No,
You're
but you
trying
can
to
be-
get that look.
Thick
Chub fit life.
Thick fit is a real thing where you're muscular, but you look like thicker.
Physically, that may be true.
Yes.
No one aspires to thick fit, is what I'm saying.
disagree.
Not guys.
Women do.
Not guys.
Well, yeah, guys do.
That's why dad bod-
bodybuilders, when they're like big and they're like, I thought Rocky was fat
Jacked
because
is
he's
not
all big.
Jacked is not thick.
Yeah, I guess maybe I'm making a poor argument here.
Yeah. Nobody
Women have a thick fit thing though, for sure. When they get big, thick, muscular legs and butts and
from the waist down.
Yeah.
Right. But they're also trying to get an 8-inch waist at the
and
same
they,
time.
and they usually
Right.
have abs.
So no,
when
I
that
mean,
happens.
Adam Levine, he's got a lot of dopey ink on him, but whatever. And the guy, he's hard to dislike
I like him.
because he's a rich kid, and he's super talented.
And everybody likes a rich kid.
Well, you know what I mean? Like, I
Wait,
mean,
he was
he's
born into money?
Oh yeah, his family's really rich.
I didn't know that.
And then, but he's a talented guy. I mean, you kind of had the everything laid out for you, but you still got to be talented. There's plenty of rich kids with no talent.
Yeah.
So I don't hate on him for that.
just think about the home movies that J-Lo and her daughter will have, though. Like, what else can her daughter do now?
Was
Like,
the kid good?
Yeah.
She sang great, but like she sang at the Super Bowl. Even if she was terrible, it's not like people. Well, no, people would berate
People
her if
would
she was
ruin
terrible.
her if she was terrible.
Yeah.
But the fact that she got to sing at the Super Bowl, I'm like, what else are you gonna do with your life? Like you.
She's J-Lo's kid. You can do whatever.
Here, I'll play-
but I
I'll
know
play a little
nothing
bit
else
here.
is gonna be as great.
You wanna live your life, live it all the way, and don't you waste it.
Did she have her kid in a cage to start this off? or-
Yeah.
There was
Oh,
other
yeah, did
kids
she?
in cages.
Yeah, the
Her
kids were
kid
in the
wasn't.
cage.
Her kid wasn't
No,
in the
she
cage.
was in a cage.
Was
yeah.
she?
Yeah.
I thought I saw a still shot of her kid.
Every feeling, every beat can be so very sweet, you gotta taste it. Let's get loud, let's get loud. Turn the music up, let's do it. Come on, people, let's get loud.
It's pretty good, boy. I'll tell you what.
She sings great.
If if you got a kid who can sing, rather than bringing Wyclef or Pitbull out, you're like, I'm
Yeah.
at my daughter up in there.
I know.
This is what mommy does for a living. I mean, obviously, her daughter's 11 and she knows full well who and what her mom is. But
But Lido steaks,
So,
fried
like-
or anything.
wouldn't it be amazing if your daughter? Wouldn't it be amazing if she brought her daughter out and her daughter had no idea that her mom was a superstar?
She's just standing there looking
She goes,
like,
Mom, what is this? I thought we were just coming to a football game. She's
they're
like,
going to work.
honey, I'm a singer. I have been for a long time. She's like, oh my God.
Now you go climb this pole.
Now
2
go
seconds.
climb this
I'll
pole.
be right back. I'll be right back.
Did Shakira bring her kid out?
No. I don't think her kids
Tiny
are singers.
Shakira?
Dude, I was honestly
Shakira
watching.
Jr.?
Shakira.
I was watching Shakira like J-Lo is not going to be able to top this. Shakira brought it all out. I I was sitting there like relating it to comedy. I was like, this is when the headliner's sitting back watching the feature just murder, and you're like, how am I supposed to come?
Well, but J-Lo,
out of
I'm
this?
sure, knows what Shakira is capable of. and-
all J-Lo had to do was go up there and climb on a pole and have an orgy on the stage, and everybody's like, okay, we'll
Yeah.
talk about this.
Yeah,
I turned
But
re-
Shakira killed it.
I turned
was very
straight. I was
impressed.
like, "There's nothing hotter than a hot chick playing a guitar."
There
and
you
Oh,
go,
killing
yeah.
it.
Christians.
She
All
played-
you upset Christians, look at that. This sexy halftime show turned a
Turned
gay
him
man
straight.
Honestly,
so
yeah.
now, what? Do you have a problem with it now?
She played the guitar. She played the drums.
And
She
then she
sang.
belly
She
danced.
danced. She did. Oh my God, she killed
She
it.
was behind the drums.
She played. She made sounds come out of the drum set.
I like Jim 2's tweet. He's like, oh, no tribute to Neil Peart.
Who?
Get Sheila E. out there on the timbales.
I didn't
In
know.
the loving memory of Tito Puente.
I didn't know what she was doing with the rope, though. I was like, was the rope really
was
necessary?
dancing.
I know, but was it really necessary? I was like, all right, I don't like this.
None of it's necessary.
Instantly, I got anxious. I was like, what's she doing with that rope? And then she tied it around her hand. I was like,
Not
okay.
everybody liked J-Lo's halftime show.
Those guys are hurting in there, just like I am. We all are right now. It's tough when you lose a Super Bowl, but I'm so unbelievably proud of those guys, what they've done all year. I've been coaching a while, and as a special group as I've ever been around. It's tough that it had to end today, and the way it did, but that team will have a special place in my heart forever.
There you go. That's Kyle Shanahan. He was talking only about J-Lo's halftime performance.
The guys in there were hurting.
Not about, boy, they were really hurting. Right around the midsection, their pants got real tight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I said that
Very
last night.
uncomfortable.
I was like, some boys became men today. Like some 11-year-olds were watching that with their dad, and they're like, this is it. Found it. There it is.
Like A-Rod's son.
I didn't think about that. Yeah.
That's my stepmom. And then he gets on Pornhub and like, stepmoms do what?
What do they do? Hold
How
on.
old is A-Rod's son?
I don't know, but he's got one, right? It's
Yeah.
probably the same age as J-Lo's daughter.
Yeah, they're all around. That's really awkward. They're all around the same age.
Yeah. But
Listen, I would think it would be a very, very proud thing if your parents are super talented.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? A lot of kids take what their parents do for granted. Mm-hmm. And especially if it's not sexy. You know, your dad might be the best actuary at the insurance company, but, you know, and a lot of kids whose parents are in showbiz take it for granted, too, because they're like, it's still my dad.
Yeah.
Like, it's weird, that's my dad.
right.
But it would be cool if you were like, well, you know, my mom or my dad is
I mean, if you're-
internationally renowned for what they've done.
Like, it's
Right.
one thing to
Your
be,
A-Rod son, you're like, oh my God, my dad cheated at baseball and made $150 million
That's right.
at it.
Well,
That's amazing.
There are different lessons to be learned.
but it's different when
No
you're-
one is ever really punished for perfidy.
when your parent is like a sex symbol. Like there's certain people that's like, okay, he's famous, but he's not a sex symbol. But J-Lo, I would have a hard time with all my friends saying like, dude, I really want to pork your mom.
Your mom
Like-
is J-Lo, though.
I
You
know,
grow
but
up with it.
I
Yeah,
would
you know, you
no.
get used to it.
I don't think you ever get used to that. Like, oh my gosh, dude, I googled your mom's boobs and this popped up. Like, you don't get used to that.
But also, she's
had-
50.
we
With
had-
all due respect, she looks great and she's at the top of her game. But I don't know that any high school kid. There are plenty of other women to Google before J-Lo.
yes, but the fact that she's like picking you up from soccer practice or whatever.
But
you're
she
like-
also
like,
doesn't. She's not in that outfit when she picks you up from
It
soccer
doesn't
practice.
matter when they see her pull
She's
up in the
like,
bins.
She's
and
probably just in regular
they're like,
clothes.
oh my gosh, there's Cody's mom.
I don't think J-Lo's picking up her kids from school.
She is. She seems like that type of mom
I
that
don't
would
think
pick.
so.
I'm picking you up, guys. Or even the nanny. The nanny might be hot.
Well, that's a very different situation.
Our friends in my friend group, one of our friends had a real hot mom, and it's all that my friends talk
But she's
about.
not famous.
So what I'm saying
It's not highly
is that
attainable.
if,
You can't just look up the boobs on internet.
she's-
so what I'm saying is that if someone who had a hot mom that wasn't famous, I can only imagine that it's 1,000 times worse if your parents are famous.
Like they're
And
like,
school famous is a different kind of famous, too, because it seems more possible. Mrs.
Yeah.
Smith seems more possible than J-Lo.
Right, that's
so,
true.
you know.
and then they're like, oh, can we please go over your house? And then when I invite them over for like a sleepover, they're in like my mom's room smelling her clothes or something.
We were like
smelling her
20
bed.
coming back to school over holidays, and like we'd go to their house to party, and so his mom would be like drinking with us. It was a very Stifler's mom kind of. I don't think anybody ever banged her, but it was like that attainable. Like, oh, she's around and partying and hanging out.
See,
and hot.
I'm,
Like, you
I'm
know?
being told, by the way, that A-Rod has 2 daughters. He has no son. J-Lo
Oh,
has a
okay.
son. Is there any chance, by the way, before I go to break, that Shakira is J-Lo's nanny?
I don't think so.
No. I want to make sure. I don't know.
Shakira's husband's hot too. He plays soccer.
Shakira's daughter was one of the little dancers, I guess. I'll tell you what I did like. The big long preamble with the "Take it to the house, kid," with the kid that was running with the football,
Yeah,
and then
that
they
was
run
so
out onto the
cool.
field.
I was
like, "That's beautiful."
I didn't know that it was gonna go directly into. I was like, "Who's he gonna be?" I thought he was gonna like run through the field and be one of the players.
I thought he was
going
gonna
to
be OBJ or
That's
something.
what I
Yeah,
said. I was
'cause
like,
he had
he's
the
gonna
hair.
be OBJ.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then I was like, but
OBJ
he's
hasn't
not
had that
playing.
hair, yeah.
I was like, he's not playing. I don't know why that would be him. And then when he actually ran out of the tunnel, I was like, well done. You guys got me. You guys
did.
got me.
Well, Mary
Hook, line, and sinker.
was the easiest person to get. You are real gullible when it comes to like the commercials and
Oh
stuff
yeah,
like that.
I
Like,
buy in so much.
you're just like hunkered down. Like, yes, I need a Kia. Oh no, I need a Hyundai now.
Dude, we can talk about the commercials in the next break, but there was a few where I was like, yes,
Oh yeah.
yes.
You got that worked up about the commercial.
The Jason
Everything.
Momoa commercial.
Yeah, that one's
Didn't
a good
see
one.
that one.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
I
It's
like
a
this. I
really
liked
good
the
one.
Smart Pack one. That was good.
That
yeah,
one's good.
Smart Pack.
Watch the Jason Momoa one in the commercial break because
Yeah.
it's pretty funny.
Okay. It's for Romo Fijo.
Yes.
All right, I'll have those Kill Switch Engage tickets for you after the break. They're out on the road with August Burns Red and Light the Torch. That's Howard Jones, used to front Kill Switch. March 10th, they're going to play the Agora if you want to go. 35192 to text.
The Alan Cox Show on 100.7 WMMS. And everywhere you go on our free iHeartRadio